Torterra is frustratingly underwhelming. Reading this card and the ability on the Grotle made me excited initially. A Pokemon with a built-in means to search for itself, a synergistic attack and Evo Press boasting a very high damage ceiling for just 2 energy, and a high HP seemed like a recipe for success. Strong potential for an effective Stage 2 archetype, but as I spent more and more time on it, I began to realize its flaws. The Grotle felt like a trap. The ability was at once great, but still slow in the current age of the game. The damage it put out was significant, but inconsistent in the face of an opponent who could consistently take KOs. The 190 HP seemed solid until you realize that the attacks which do at least that much or more were pretty commonplace. In every way that the big tortoise had indexed its strength, it was consistently coming up short. In my eyes, it was a crisis of identity. The deck, or at least my approach to it, didn't really know if it wanted to set up, or if it wanted to deal steady damage, or go for big KOs, or tank hits. It couldn't power up quickly, without help from cards which necessitated just one combo too many than I found effective. The identity crisis is something I could relate to as well. In my life, I'm okay at a bunch of things, but not the best. In my career as a competitive Pokemon player, I've qualified for Worlds, but I never really got further than Swiss. I've made top cut at regionals, but rarely got past the first match. As a YouTuber, I make deck profiles and introductory content which helps, but I don't quite have things figured out like the old hands. Torterra doesn't really fit in. It's not a stable V-Star Pokemon. It's not a glass cannon damage dealer either. It's not really sure about anything. I don't really fit in either, but I've grown. I've learned to focus on the things that I am good at. My Torterra list has evolved as well. It's taken a few sets for the right cards to make their way in, and it's taken time for me to determine the best inclusions from previous sets too. The epiphany I had was that the most important part of this Pokemon is the most unassuming. It's actually the HP total. I needed to lean in and add on to the extra HP. I added Big Charm, Kricketune, and I included Radiant Gardevoir as well. You might wonder how I could run an unevolved Pokemon. The answer is that I don't need to reach for the heavens with the damage, I just need to do enough while surviving incoming damage. The last piece of the puzzle was cutting Gardenia, which seemed to be destined for Torterra when it was first revealed. Instead, I'm running Raihan as the energy accelerator, the powerful search option that this deck really needs. So what's the lesson? I guess the lesson is... So I think the lesson that I learned with this deck, and the lesson that I learned about myself, is something I mentioned earlier, which is that it's important to pick the things that you are good at and lean into them. Even if you're unhappy with the type of person that you are today, even if the deck that you're working on isn't quite the deck that you want it to be, keep at it. Keep working on it, work on yourself, and in time, things will improve. So I just wanted to lead in with that story about my journey with Torterra. I thought it was quite poignant to finally reach a moment where I thought that Torterra was good enough to share with you all, and to sort of take the time to reflect how that represented my own journey with the game. Pokemon cards is something that's quite personal to me. It's something that I've been involved with for a long time, so it's very hard not to think about the cards and the game the way that I am at the moment, and the way that I've laid it out for you so far in this video. What I'm trying to say is that this game is whatever you really want it to be. You know, if my goals with the game were different, then maybe I wouldn't think about Torterra at all. I probably thought about Torterra more than most people have in the last couple of months. So, look, enjoy your time with the game, enjoy the cards that you're playing, set your own goals. Don't think about winning and losing, just think about improving yourself and improving the decks that you're working on, regardless of where they stand in the grand scheme of the metagame. Have fun, and I'll see you in the next live stream or video. So I'm going to move on to the deck profile. I hope you enjoy what I've got to say, and I'll see you next time. Take care. Goodbye. What's up, Whooper Gang? Vice here, and look, I'm playing a Stage 2 deck. What a surprise. we're looking at Torterra finally. This card came out a long time ago. It was Brilliant Stars when it came out, I believe. And ever since then, I've sort of had a love-hate relationship with this card because although it looks very good, 190 HP and Evo Press does 50 times the number of evolution Pokemon you have in play, so maxing out at 300 potentially. The problem I had with Torterra is it just has a lot of small weaknesses that kind of added up to be very disappointing. Like, it just became another mediocre Stage 2 Pokemon to me, whereas I had very high hopes for it. So I think that's where I was disappointed. But as time has worn on, as new cards have released, and as new ideas and old ideas that I've had have come together, I think I've settled on a list that works for me. So I'm really excited to show it to you all today. So, very good Stage 2. And don't forget, Grotle has the ability Sun-Drenched Shell. So once during your turn, search your deck for a grass Pokemon, reveal it, and put it into your hand, shuffle your deck. So very strong ability on the Stage 1 as well. Helps the consistency quite a lot. Now, rather than focusing on the damage from Evo Press, I'm actually deciding to focus on the HP instead. So you've got Kricketune here with Swelling Tune, gives it an extra 40 HP, so it pushes it up to 230 HP. And then you've got Big Charm here, another 30 HP, goes up to 260. And then you throw in Radiant Gardevoir, that's reducing by 20 as well. So for an opponent to try and one-hit KO your Torterra, they need to swing all the way up to 280 damage. There's only a few Pokemon in the format that can do it. The likes of Zoroark, although it is like kind of difficult for Zoroark, but Zoroark can do it, Kyurem VMAX can do it, Giratina can do it, but it's difficult for like a lot of the other decks to swing that hard. To help us set up, we've got Snorlax in the list. So after trying Bibarel, after trying Cinccino, I realized that Snorlax sort of does it all, and it draws very hard. So I really like including Snorlax here. We've only got a couple of rare candy in the deck because the idea is that you are going to evolve through Grotle eventually into Torterra, and you sort of don't mind that slower pace. To help us on the supporter side of things, we've got Colress Experiment, which is very good for decks that run cards like Rare Candy and sort of want to hang on to the cards that they have in hand. And then we've got a very hefty counter for Raihan. The thing with Raihan is that it gives us energy acceleration straight from the discard pile, so very good on that front. Look, I got a game coming up, and I think it demonstrates the power of the big HP Torterra. If you like seeing decks like this, please consider liking the video, and maybe tell me in the comments what you think. I'll see you in the next live stream or video, so take care and goodbye. See you later. Alright, we get to open Snorlax here, so let's try and put our theory to the test and see if Gourmandize will help our deck move along. So we go Turtwig, we'll attach an energy, and we can Quick Ball here, get rid of a grass energy, and I think that the play, maybe Kricketot, because we can evolve it next turn. So I'll do that. And I'm not going to play the Training Court yet, although, like, maybe I do. Maybe I should. Yeah, let's play it. Let's play it. A deck that has Radiant Greninja, there's good odds that they've got Training Court in their deck as well. So maybe we stuff them a little by playing it. And we also get to reduce our hand by 1, which makes our Gourmandize 1 card stronger. So that's my logic. I'm sticking to it. Let's see what happens. So Metal Energy in the discard pile. Ah, Dialga. Very interesting. So they do get benefit from Training Court, but I also think that this deck probably runs Training Court as well. I am glad to see that Avery has been used. I am glad to see that I will not be hit with Avery later. I really dislike Avery. Obviously, it's not great for us to have to deal with it at all. And it does increase the value of the Gengar. Our opponent finishes the turn with Intrepid Sword. Doesn't accelerate anything, and that's good for us. Let's evolve Kricketune. And we can go like this. We can go a second Kricketot. That's alright. We can do this. We can grab ourselves a Grotle. Okay. Some of this action. Alright. We can do this and go Sun-Drenched Shell. Take a Turtwig. We're going to the right. You like the Gengar in this deck? Well, look, me too. But I needed room. We're gonna go to the right here with our deck, and hopefully this is alright. We're not gonna take anything with Training Court. I don't think I want to discard anything. I'm sort of chill where we are at the moment, so we'll just Gormandize. Got right hand in the hand now. Got the triple. So let's see what happens. They do resist us, I think. Let's see. Yeah, it's got grass resistance, which is a bit of a bummer. But we do put out a fair whack of damage. So, and we do survive the Star Chronos at full HP. So we'll see. We'll see. They're gonna get a cheeky KO on Grotle, and yeah, that kind of blows. But we'll be alright. Spooky season's over. Yeah. The multiplying Raihan. The Raihan. I like that. Alright, Scoop Up Net. So it's kind of annoying because we want Snorlax to get knocked out. We don't want Grotle to get KO'd, but that is why we run the Scoop Up Nets as well. So this Grotle gets KO'd. We'll swing with what, 170 damage? Nah, the right hand is good. I like that. That is a good way to describe it. Alright, our opponent is really going for it. Hopefully they don't Star Chronos us. The dream would be to force them to Star Chronos a Pokemon they can't KO. So, here's what we're going to do. Promote the Turtwig. Alright, that's step one. Second Kricketune, that's good. So, Raihan is what? What does it get us? It goes Rare Candy. It has to be Rare Candy. That's the only choice here. So we have to do it. Grass. Candy. It's the only choice. Grass here. Gardevoir down now as well. Take the energy back. And then we'll Evo Press. So now they're facing down a 230 HP Torterra. Metal Blast is doing 200 damage, so they only have to attach one more energy. Bit of a bummer. That's what they do. Star Chronos won't get the KO. Unless they have boss's orders. So the thing with this deck is it is scary, right? How good the ability to attack with Star Chronos is. But if you KO the Dialga before it can do anything, then the game's done for them. They're sort of struggling to set up another attacker, right? Ooh, that's rude. Nice. Nice, dude. Nice. Hey, anime. They forgot Loving Veil. So what do you do now as the Dialga? Alright, our right hands get shuffled. Well, not shuffled. They get put to the bottom. I guess they're shuffled at the bottom, but they're still at the bottom. So that's a bit of a bummer, but Kricketune does not stack, no. But it will preclude them from being able to knock out a Kricketune and expect to get much further, if that makes sense. So, we're going to do this. Or we do this, right? Grab Grotle. Because I want to split the difference, right? With the energies attached. So Sun Drenched. Grab Turtwig. Energy over here. Quick Ball. We'll get rid of this one. And we've got nothing remaining in the deck. No rare candy left either, which is a bit of a worry. That's right. Let's go and dice. Hopefully, they do not have the boss's orders. But with 7 cards remaining, you have to imagine that it is on the table for them. See what happens. You have to imagine they've got it. Maybe it's prize though if we're lucky. Stop drawing cards! Stop it! Stop it! Please be at the bottom. Yes. Yeah, I'll put it in the Discord. No worries, Fusion. Okay. We're in business. We're in business. There's a lot we can do with this hand. Right? And we're going to do... This should be the KO. Because we're going to do a lot of damage here. So I'm just going to have a think. So I might do this. Just shuffle the Pokemon. So we want this and this. Right? Because now we go Sun Drenched. We'll grab this. There's a little bit of a combo here. We put this down. Sun Drenched. Now we grab the Torterra. Right? Volt. Energy. Big Charm. Level Ball. Turtwig. Okay. We do need to move forward with the cards in our deck, so let's do that. Grab this. Grab this. I think grab Colress. Alright, right hand's quite good, of course. Switch in the hand just in case. Okay. So we weathered the storm of that Dialga. We're very lucky that they miscalculated with the Star Chronos. To be honest, I forgot as well, to be honest. So that was quite good. Loving Veil came in clutch and allowed us to survive. Now we got Torterra with 260 HP and reducing an extra 20 with Loving Veil. Snorlax is working? Yeah, I think so. Hey, I think so. So now, Sun Drench, Torterra. Bam. Energy. I think we just Colress here. Continue to draw. So like this, I like Training Court because we can get rid of Lost City actually, so that's good. And I'll take energy. We don't need Colress again. Alright, get out of here, mate. Get out of here. What's in the discard pile? 1 grass. I think I'm going to leave it there just in case we get Marnied or what have you. We can put this here just in case as well. I think this is good. Evo Press. And so, hopefully we're able to... Hopefully they don't Lost City us. If they don't Lost City us and they don't affect our hand... Okay, that's annoying. Path to the Peak. 110. We do get the KO even without an evolution. But it'll be very handy that we're able to. So, there's a Torterra in the discard pile. There's a Torterra in the lost zone. So what we need to do is Ordinary Rod. They saw the writing on the wall. We were going to get the KO there. So, that was a good game. We actually got to see everything that the deck does. So I'm very happy with the way that game went. GG. GG, Dialga.